Streamlette is a film streaming platform specifically for independent film, and there are advantages on this platform both for filmmakers who are creating films and for ordinary audiences who just want to be entertained. We call it the entertainment discovery platform, and here's why. There's no patronizing curation on Streamlette. On Netflix and on Amazon, they decide what they think you want to watch using an algorithm, which sometimes is close and sometimes it isn't. None of that occurs on Streamlette. Essentially, films get added to a feed, which I'll show you in a minute, and then the community votes on each individual piece of content and decides whether they like it or they don't. And the best stuff rises to the top. So if your content gets upvoted, it rises towards the top. If it gets downvoted, it moves toward the bottom of the feed. That works well for both parties, right? So for filmmakers, if you submit something good, you don't have to market your film as much because you know that if people like it, it will be watched more. It will rise in the feed. It also means that for those who don't want to, get bogged down in menus and algorithms like on Netflix and Amazon, when you log in to Streamlette and you access your feed, the best content is going to appear at the top. You can stand pretty certain that the first stuff you see has been audience approved. It's going to be entertaining. Streamlette is very cheap to use as an ordinary user. It's just $10 a month to get unlimited access to the feed. As I mentioned, there's not a ton of menus and algorithmic stuff. You may have heard that it takes about 10 minutes on average for someone to find something they want to watch on Netflix. That's not an issue with Streamlette. There's also a powerful search function, so if you're looking for a specific movie that's on Streamlette, you can find it here or a specific user. And also the film pages offer some interesting opportunities for actually reaching the people who've made the movies. So film, which is normally very inaccessible, has never been really as accessible as it is now, where you can actually reach out and congratulate the person who's made a film if you like it. That's valuable for filmmakers, of course, because you can receive real-time feedback. You can see how many times your movie's been watched, and we'll get into that in a minute. So this is what the homepage looks like, of course, explaining some of the things I've already talked about. There's a 2-week trial that allows you to start. When we log in, it should take us immediately to the feed. So we log in, and here's how these films are presented. So this, of course, is placeholder content as we're creating our initial content offering. On this example, this would be the highest rated film on the feed for the last 3 days. So who knows what it would be, but you could watch immediately here, see that it plays. If you like it, you could vote it up or vote it down. And then this rating is the collection of everybody's ratings so far. So obviously pretty high rated, it's up high on the feed. You can also click through here and see reviews that people have left, explaining why you might want to watch this or not want to watch this. And it goes on. Here's the second film, and there'd be a third film and a fourth film. Again, if you like it, you can vote it up. If you don't like it, you can vote it down. And that gets reflected in the overall rating. You can click on here and get more information about the film itself on the film page. So here there's actually information about the people who made it. You can click through and see their IMDb pages. You can actually contact them as well if that's something you're interested in doing. So Streamlette is pretty unique for the reasons that I've mentioned. It's launching, have content that might otherwise not get picked up. So short films, things that you made without very much budget, things that maybe wouldn't be appealing to an audience through a broad release or isn't going to make it into a theater. Those pieces of content can actually do very well on Streamlette. If they're things that people like, they rise to the top of the feed, they get a lot of hits. You get paid hourly depending on how many hours your project gets watched. If you are interested in submitting your film, you can go to the website, and it's very simple to create a filmmaker profile. You add your bank number so that we can pay you at the correct address, and you upload your film. And then once it gets approved in the back end, it goes live on the feed.